put 3 little splodges, not loads, but just small splodges, a distance apart from each other. Now it is really important to use something that doesn't absorb moisture. Wood and things like that will just absorb the moisture from the paint and you won't get the effect, and it'll just dry too quickly. So now I know I said 3, but there's actually 3 because you're going to make a grey. Okay, now you have 3 colours: your yellow ochre, your burnt umber, and your black and your white to make your grey. Now then, matey, you just need to make sure that what you're gonna paint is nice and white. When it comes to actually getting this paint ready, the best way that I do it, I just spray some water directly in the middle of here, and then what I do is I just mix the water and the paint together. I don't really worry about it all like sort of mingling in together, because that's fine. Okay, the next thing you need to do is, whilst it's very runny and wet, just dab in certain areas. Now because I've just sprayed this, it's going to do it a little bit different. Go back to the yellow ochre, just dab. Dab. Sorry, not used to doing this type thing. Now that's the first lot of paint on there. Now the next colour to use is the dark one. Just mix it so it's nice and runny. Same again, some of the white area just go over with the dark colour. Beg your pardon if I go off here. You don't have to be neat. Try and stay away from uniformity and stuff like that, but as you can see, still see a lot of the white, and you can still see the difference between the yellow ochre and the burnt umber. Okay. Now the next colour I use is the grey. Now normally I would let this dry completely, but this is only to show you how it's done. Make sure your grey is nice and watery, and then this, in my opinion, is what brings it to life. So choose your white areas again. Now some people like to leave white areas. I prefer not to. I tend to like to dry brush over the top. So if you just dab your grey in here, if you're finding that the grey is not blending in very much, just a little bit more water just to wet it down a bit more. and then dab the grey into the areas. Now this is what I think brings the grey bit, is what actually brings it more into life. But like I say, you can leave this until it's nice and dry, and then the grey looks a lot more highlighted. You can make it as dark or as light as you want. Okay, and that's just a rough idea of how you can make a simple stone look or rock look. Like I say, it depends on the way you want it. Add more or a little bit less. But there we go. Alright man.